everyone, it's Tuesday 19th of October 2021. Let me just grab the news. Tuesday. So we had the monetary policy meetings from Australia at 1:30 a.m. But that's it today. Until tomorrow morning 7 a.m. GBP news. 1:30 p.m. CAD. Remember, these are UK time, so nothing else expected. Today, we've seen a bullish AUD actually today, and bullish NZD. Those risk currencies are doing quite well today. Dollar index through the Asian session started to drop off. We can see this movement to the downside now, which we've been anticipating for a week or so as we came into this area of price. If I just show you, it's a resistance area. And then, you know, we got on the weekly, what was giving us clues was, you know, getting these wicks to the high. This candle here, this doji candle, this again showed us the push to the upside, but sellers were there, but a bit more of a bearish nature to the candle because it closed lower than where it opened. This one, it was a bullish close, but very, very close to the open. So we were looking, if you followed our analysis at the smaller time frames, and we actually saw an impulse to the downside and a correction pattern. I could probably show you that now actually. So here was the impulse down, here was the correction, and we had a flag drawn out, something like that. And then we've broken out, come back, retested, and then sold off. You could have also, you know, even without that, you could have looked for Fibonacci. You could have drawn a Fibonacci from the impulse here, the start, to the bottom, and looked at fib levels, and you'll have noticed that it came into a 50% fib level before we saw an evening star pattern there. So that's been going through the night, through the Asian session, as you can see, midnight, 4 o'clock, etc., etc. Those aren't quite the correct times, I don't think, but through the Asian session. Right, so just look at the bigger picture. You know, there's this high here, this structure where we think price could come into, and if we push further down, we've got the trend line. 1 hour, just want to show you something. Like I said earlier, we've got Kiwi and Aussie, they're the strongest currencies at the moment. Yen and USD are the weakest. Talk about yen in a second actually, but yeah, we've got this trend line on the 1 hour. We've broken this level. It would be nice, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it would be nice if price could come back into this zone here, retest and reject for another push down, because this is a fair old move, okay, without a correction. So it'd be nice if we could see something, little correction, you know, even if it was something like that, but maybe a little bit of a bigger one into this level, because it's a previous swing low. It's a previous area where it was basically an area where the sellers wouldn't let it go any further, okay, but there was a demand at this price. Now we've broken it, it's normal to see what was a support level to be retested to become resistance. So that would be a great area to watch. And as you can see, I've got an alert set around about that area, okay. So keep your eyes out for that. Otherwise, I mean, if this keeps going, obviously we never know if a move is going to keep on going. But you know, you can look at the smaller time frames. But for me, I'd like to see that pullback. But will it happen? We don't know. We don't know. We are in dollar Swiss as it happens. We are selling this, although we've taken some money off the table now. We've banked some profit and we are at break even. Just a sell stop below this candle here, the shooting star candle. But you can see the price action. Look guys, push down, correction, next impulse. We've taken some money off the table at the moment because if I just show you the MACD, it's a little bit of divergence there, the low and a higher low, low and a lower low. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to be, it doesn't hurt to bank some money on the way down. And that's a good reason to at the moment. But, if similar to the dollar index, it may just be we may see price pull back into previous swing low and then look to go again. But we'll see what happens with this particular pair. We're in it, we've banked some money, we're at break even, so not too worried about that one at the moment. If you've been following our analysis on AUD USD, we posted it in our free Telegram channel on Sunday. And I've probably talked about it in the updates. Then we were looking for price to come into 73.80 on AUD USD, and then buyers to come in targeting 74.75, I think. Yeah, 74.75, which this candle here made 74.76. So the actual target's been hit. We came into, actually it was 74.79, so literally a pip below where we were looking, and we saw this morning star pattern. Now, for me personally, I mean, it was a perfect setup. In the fact that we've got this morning star pattern. There was also a trend line as well. Okay, so nice level, because look, we had this high here, retest, trend line, morning star pattern. The only thing I didn't like about this setup, everything else was perfect, was the fact that into the zone wasn't much of a reward to risk. Now, if this candle here had been a little bit smaller but still formed a morning star pattern, that would have been much better, like a buy stop somewhere around there, stops below the low, targets up here. Look, it would have been 2.58. So you go from a kind of a low 1% R to R, reward to risk, to all 2.58. So, but you know what, never mind. Hopefully some of you will have made some money on that who traded it. So that's hit target, and we put that in Telegram on Sunday before the market opens. So fantastic if you took advantage of that analysis. Let me just have a little look at yen pairs at the moment. Dollar yen has made some moves to the downside, okay, but let me just show you yen at the moment. Yen, apart from dollar yen, they're all up, meaning that yen is still weak, okay. Dollar yen is down because the dollar is weaker than the yen. Now, I am looking to buy Japanese yen. That would mean selling these. Okay, we're looking for sales on these, but we've literally got this USD yen is the only one that's down the day because dollar is weak. So we're not seeing any strength on the Japanese yen at the moment. So I'm not quite ready to start selling any of these pairs. They are of interest though. But be careful if we do see any movement to the downside on these pairs. I'd be careful about which ones you sell, because Aussie and Kiwi are strong markets at the moment. So just be careful about which one you sell. Dollar yen, obviously we're seeing weakness in the dollar. That's what's pushed this down today. But now it's come back up. So that yen, look, we're getting weakness in the yen again. It's still there. So although I do like yen pairs to the downside for some correction, just be very careful at the moment, because I would rather see some yen strength across the board and then look to get in them. Right now we're not seeing it across the board. That's just my personal view, but anyway, we'll see what happens. One currency pair that is of interest and nothing to do with yen, nothing to do with the US dollar, is this pound Swissy. Okay, we've got a range here. We've got a top, we've got a bottom, we've double bottomed here. Price is in an uptrend. Okay, it's making higher highs, higher lows. Just watch price if it comes down and tests this 8 moving average on the daily, because I'm looking for long opportunities from around here up to the top of the range. Obviously, I have to see price come into my zone, and I want to see buyers come in, or some kind of buy setup, a morning star pattern, or higher highs, higher lows. But just keep your eye on it. Okay, weekly, it's not doing a fat lot, but for share on the 4-hour look, you know, high highs, high lows. Got a trend line here. Trend lines are subjective, so you could draw that in different ways if you wanted to. But I'd like to see a little bit more of a pullback. Like I say, that 28 moving average on the daily could be a good place to start looking for longs on this. And you know, just looking to trade it to the top of that range. May not happen, may happen, we'll see. But I'm actually going to set an alert right now in the webinar. Just if I pull that across, we'll just drop it a little bit lower down, closer to that 8 moving average, because I want to be, you know, aware when price comes into that zone. In fact, I'm just going to pull it up a little bit more. Why? Because I'm seeing these little, that low there, that low there, that low there. So it's a very interesting area, put it that way. And then you've got the option for price action, looking for price to come into the zone, and for buy setups, or you've got the, you know, potential for a, you know, buy limit if you really wanted to. That just depends on yourself. Buy limit, maybe stop below this low here. Obviously, you have to make your you have to do your own analysis on this, but that could be a trade. Maybe back to the top there. Maybe you might get 2% buy limit, but you'll potentially get a better trade with price action. Okay, so that's just something to think about. Anyway, it may set up, it may not, we shall see. So looking for further dollar weakness, but I prefer a pullback before we see the next move down. So have a little look out for that. Keep your eye on yen pairs. I am still waiting for them to have a little bit of correction. So we'd see all of these pretty much be red, i.e. down on the day, which we're not seeing at the moment. So I'm going to keep my eyes on that as well. So there you go, guys. Have a great day and speak to you soon. Bye.